Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Occasionally we get some questions about gear, and I recently got the trial version for the Neural DSP Archetype Nolly amp simulation. I'm currently working on some new material and I'm getting ready to start recording, so I thought it might be a nice experiment to have a little real amp versus amp simulation shootout or comparison. So I'm gonna record a riff using my regular setup, just miking the amp, and I'm gonna do the same using the Neural DSP simulation. And you can decide which one you prefer. Full disclosure, this is not gonna be jazz. That's the guitar, a Schecter 8-string, it'll do. This little guy I used for the second pair of overdubs. You can see the level is just below noon and the drive is all the way off. Little shout out to Strymon, can't live without the blue sky, although it's not on this recording. These are the mics, AKG C414 and the good old SM57. They're gonna go in front of this little beauty. It's a Mesa Boogie F50, which I absolutely love. The cleans are awesome and the distortion is just brutal, and it's in this little homemade recording booth thingy, and all that stuff is going into the Motu 8M, if you guys are into that sort of things. So here's a quick overview of how I recorded everything. The AKG and SM57, that's on the lead channel. They are panned hard left. It's double mic'd, so this is one take. Then we have the same thing again, but this is on the regular overdrive channel, and they are panned hard right. And then I did the same again, but then this is another take on the lead channel with the tube screamer, and once again the same with the tube screamer, but just the overdrive channel. So we have 4 different layers. I didn't copy anything. It's quadruple tracked. So that's the amp, and then I called this DI. It's not really DI, but it's straight into the audio input of the Motu. And here we have the Archetype Nolly. So this is just a preset from Nolly, the first one, Air Raid, and like we can see right here, it's also double mic'd. It's a double mic preset, so it also has an SM57, but it does have a preset for the 414, but the standard thing is with 421. I just left it at that. So this is double mic'd, and then the DI2 is once again the same preset. I just left it as is, and they are as well panned hard left and hard right. So here's how that sounds. It's not the cleanest take, but okay. And here I chose 2 different ones. So this is prog metal rhythm. So that's another Nolly preset. I panned that one hard left, and here I got the mids, which is a preset from Forrester Saville, sorry. Here. So I didn't even tweak any of that. So this is single mic'd, just the SM57, and this one is also single mic'd with the Jorre. And that's how this sounds. Alrighty. I did mess around with the EQ a little bit. I did not EQ the single tracks. This is really just a very, very quick production. But I did group them and I EQ'd that. I scooped out a little bit of the upper mids, which had an annoying hiss to it, and I bumped up the highs a little, and I kind of did the same with this one. Now, what happens if we put those 2 together? So I think that sounds pretty cool. It is 8 guitars, 8 different takes, so any little shift in timing or discrepancy in the way I played it is noticeable. On one hand, enhances the width of the sound, but on the other hand, if the differences are too big, it's gonna get a little bit mushy and unclear and all that stuff. This is obviously not going to be a final version, a final take of anything. It's just experimentation, having fun, practicing, and learning. I actually don't have a strong opinion on either one of them. I like the real amp. Of course, I really like the sound of this amp, for starters. It's warmer, it's a little bit darker, but that also has to do with the mic placement, and the AKG is a little bit darker, has a darker quality to it. I am pleasantly surprised by the Neural DSP simulation, actually, because before I had only tried Guitaric, which I'm not really a fan of. Sorry, Native Instruments. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed by how this one sounds. It kind of makes the sound more biting. It's a brighter sound, a little bit more aggressive, but it makes the articulations a little bit more clear, which I like, because also this guitar is a little bit on the muffled side of articulations, especially with the cleans. They also have clean presets, and they really bring out the attack. They have a sparkle to it. If you would like to see a clean example video, just let me know. But yeah, as I said, I'm pretty impressed. It's not that expensive either, so I'm kinda considering getting it. It is super convenient. You can just plug it in straight into your interface and start recording. On the other hand, it's a different feeling to play into your interface and have a simulation take care of the sounds. Like if you have an actual amp you're playing through, you're gonna behave differently because you're reacting to any noises you hear in the moment. You're reacting to the sound that's directly coming out. You can, of course you can put on the, what is it, like the monitor thing, but still, it's a different kind of feeling because it's not actually a physical sound that's with you in the room, or I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it feels different to have a simulated amp create your sound while you're playing, in comparison to an actual amp where sound is coming out. So I'm not gonna get rid of my Mesa just yet, but I am liking what I hear from the Neural DSP plugin. So I think that's about it. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, let me know. If you found this helpful, interesting, absolutely, completely boring as you know what, also let me know. Alright, enough rambling and babbling. Enjoy yourselves, have a nice day, have a nice week, have a nice weekend, have a nice life. See you guys next time.